We started our journey from Melbourne City and just crossed the Westgate Bridge. This marks the beginning of our long road trip to Adelaide. Our first step was at BP petrol station. We took a little break, grabbed a sandwich and had some coffee before continuing. Before reaching Adelaide, we planned to stop at the famous Pink Lake. Let's check the map and decide where we go next from there. Since it was a long weekend in Victoria, the government had set up a free coffee and biscuit station by the road, perfect for a short break and a hot drink. We arrived at the Pink Lake around 12:40 in the afternoon. It just by the highway and we could park and walk to the edge easily. This place is known as Pink Lake and it's along the A1 highway, exactly 381 kilometers from Melbourne. The color of the lake depends on the algae and salt. During the dry season, the lake shows a stronger pink hue. Some lakes were dry, but this one still had water and good color. The pink comes from algae that produce beta carotene. There are few lakes like this in Australia. After visiting the Pink Lake, we stopped again and enjoyed another free cup of coffee. Along the way, we passed a big silo and a massive store marked as 16,400 tons. It really stood out in the landscape. At around 7 pm, we arrived in Adelaide and checked into our hotel, Crowne Plaza, Mawson Lakes. We got our room key and parking access, parked the car, and took our bags to the fourth floor. The total cost of this stay was 588 Australian dollars and parking was an additional $29 per day. Later that night, we explored a nearby building where we had Chinese food for dinner, and afterward, we grabbed a drink from Coco and returned to the hotel. Good morning! It's the second day of our trip. We started the day around 8 am after a good night rest. The plan was to explore some scenic lookouts around Adelaide. We had breakfast from the hotel. First, we headed to Mount Osmond lookout. We searched for it on the map and made our way up. It was a bit of a climb, but the view from the top was stunning, panoramic scenes of the city below. Next, we visited Windy Point Lookout. This spot offered another wide panoramic view of Adelaide. It's a great place to relax and would be preferred for watching the sunset. We spent some time there enjoying the peaceful view and taking in the atmosphere. That was absolutely windy out there. That brings us to the end of our road trip from Melbourne to Adelaide. From the colorful Pink Lake to peaceful country roads and city viewpoints, it was a trip full of variety. In our next video, we will be heading back to Victoria along the Great Ocean Road. So don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned.